Rate hikes have arrived. What you need to know about National Grid's new charges in New York. Residents of upstate New York who rely on National Grid for their electricity and gas are bracing for increased utility costs over the next 3 years. On Thursday, the state's Public Service Commission announced its approval of the utilities' rate hikes, which, while less severe than what National Grid had originally requested, still signify a noticeable change in monthly bills. What this means for customers. To break it down, households using an average of 625 kilowatt hours of electricity each month can expect their bills to rise by approximately $14.32 in the first year. In subsequent years, the increases will be $6.44 and $4.34 respectively. For those using natural gas, the monthly bill will rise by about $7.66 in the first year, followed by $8.08 in the second year and $9.18 in the third year. These changes are framed as part of a broader strategy by National Grid to enhance energy affordability programs and to invest in crucial reliability and resilience initiatives, while also supporting economic growth. In a statement, National Grid emphasized its commitment to aligning with New York State's energy goals. A balancing act for affordability and reliability. Phil DeCicco, National Grid's General Counsel in New York, pointed out, "We recognize that keeping energy costs affordable is a major concern for our customers." He noted that the settlement reached reflects a collaborative effort with various stakeholders to ensure that while energy remains accessible, the infrastructure is also capable of withstanding the increasingly severe storms that have plagued the state recently. Meanwhile, Rory Christian, chairman of the commission, remarked, "The adopted joint proposal complies with legal requirements, ensuring that safe and adequate service is provided at reasonable rates." This comprehensive 3-year plan not only serves the public's best interests, but also promotes important state and commission objectives, while maintaining a steadfast focus on what customers can afford. Government response. Governor Kathy Hochul echoed the need for cost control regarding utilities. In her statement, she acknowledged the efforts of the New York Public Service Commission in reducing the originally proposed hikes. Labeling them as outrageously high, Hochul reaffirmed her stance that utility companies ought to prioritize the financial concerns of ratepayers, emphasizing that families deserve better. Concerns from the community. Despite these reassurances, there is pushback against the rate increase. Senate Republican leader Rob Ortt criticized the decision, arguing that it places an additional financial burden on families already strained by rising living costs. He stated emphatically, "These rate hikes will make it even harder for hard-working New Yorkers to make ends meet." As news of the rate increase spreads, customers are expressing their unease. Daniel Wilson, a National Grid user, highlighted the challenge of budgeting adequately, given the unpredictable nature of summer rates and heating costs, stating they don't provide great insight into how their pricing mechanism works. Raj Jain, who shares living expenses with a roommate in a 2-bedroom apartment, finds the rise in utility bills particularly hard to swallow. "It's quite frustrating. As a student, debt already looms large over us. Knowing that utilities are climbing just adds to our stress." Wilson, a law student, faces similar challenges in his 1-bedroom apartment, which is under 600 square feet. He admits that the heat often prevents him from enjoying his own space comfortably. "With outdoor temperatures hitting 98 degrees, I hesitate to turn on the air conditioning when I walk through the door. It isn't catastrophic yet, but it's undeniably a financial strain on my day-to-day life. As winter approaches, concerns mount about how these rising costs will affect overall quality of life." Jane shared, "Last winter, we kept the heat lower than usual and opted to bundle up instead, trying to save wherever we could. But we also have to balance that with our comfort, particularly when studying. What's your take?" It's clear that while these rate increases are framed as necessary for infrastructure improvements and energy efficiency, many residents feel the pinch in their pockets. Does the rationale for these hikes truly justify the additional financial stress? How do you think we can address the balance between necessary infrastructure investments and affordable utility costs? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below.